Hello everyone, it is me, the Gamer 9, priming myself away from Pokemon X and Y, which is awesome, to bring you Legend of Korra episode 5 and 6, pretty much called, let's see, one's called, I think episode 6 is called The Sting, well, episode 5 is called, I forgot, actually. It was dealing with something with Republic City, but we get in this, the first episode, at least two I'm reviewing, is pretty much we find Korra going through the motions of trying to make sure she can get the support her father wanted to get him for the war at the Southern Pole, South Pole. She goes to the mayor of Republic City, pretty much asks the mayor to give her the necessary troops to fight the war. The mayor does not want to do this because he wants to wait this war out. I'm guessing he wants to see what's going to happen. Because the previous night, there was an attack that was, I'm guessing you can say it was framed. It was using the Northern Water Tribe to frame the Northern Water Tribe, because it's pretty much showing that it looks like they're attacking the Republic City. Korra believes this. She wants to get the troops over to the South Tribe because she wants to protect her home, obviously. Who wouldn't want to protect their home? The mayor doesn't think it doesn't really want to do this. Mako doesn't really believe that it was the Northern Water Tribe. Korra and Mako get into it. They start yelling at each other. Pretty much Korra thinks that he's siding with the Northerners, but it looks like it may not be them. You never know. Pretty much we find out throughout the course of the episodes, Mako is really trying to prove that it wasn't the Northern Water Tribe. He thinks really heavily on this because he saw a firebender attack him. And we all know that firebenders do not come from the Water Tribe. On top of that, this is the first instance of another firebender that's not from the Fire Nation showing up in the series, which is very interesting in itself. Throughout the later on episode, we find out. Well, not find out. We see Mako at his job because Toph Beifong told him to come back to work. He's working on cases. He's a rookie. He's actually a beat cop. He really shouldn't be working on trying to figure out who did what. But he decides he doesn't do that. He wants to be the best cop he possibly can. Korra ends up walking in his job and they start having an argument. And as usual. In his usual anime-ish fashion, Big character blurts out, "I don't want to go out with you anymore," and Korra walks out the door, but not before airbending the table over. Toph Beifong overhears all this, walks in after Korra walks out, and she asks, "What in the world happened here?" And then Mako says, "I broke up with Avatar," and Toph Beifong does something that's not usual to her character. She cracks a joke. But this joke is kind of scary and it's alright. She says that you got off lucky. You should have saw what happened to the Air Temple when Tenzin broke up with me. I heard that and I got kind of scared because we know how crazy she is. And we know how crazy her mother was. Toph. You know how crazy she was. And she was blind. Beifong, Lin Beifong, she can see. So it's like, man, what did she do? Later on, if I remember correctly, dang it, Korra. Actually, the main argument between Korra and Mako was Korra wanted his support and trying to get this go behind the mayor's back and get the support they need, because Asami wanted to provide the mecha tanks and everything. Korra went to Iroh to see if she can get his support. He was about to go, but because of Mako spilling the beans to the mayor when he came into the police thing, he went to the dock and ordered General Iroh to stay there. If he didn't, he was probably gonna lose his position. So he has his hands tied, which really sucks. That pretty much precedes the breakup pretty much. Afterwards, a lot of things happen. Bolin, if you wonder what he's doing this episode, he's still trying to be a movie star because the Fire Ferret's pro bending season is over. Fire Ferrets aren't doing so well. I honestly believe that Bolin's probably gonna lead the Fire Ferrets after some time in this season. Then we proceed to the second part. Well, not the second part. We see the next portion of this video, which is episode 6, the Sting Operation. Pretty much now that Mako's not going out with Korra, who actually I forgot to mention at the end of the last episode, she's fighting Desna Esca and gets taken underwater by dark spirits, which I honestly thought were taken care of within episode 3. I thought they were taken care of, but apparently they're not. Pretty obviously because it attacked Korra. She goes under. Desna Esca run back home to go tell their father that it apparently looks like Korra was killed. The next portion, Korra is nowhere to be seen in the entirety episode near the end. Actually, we don't really get a chance to see Korra at all. Pretty much it's just the relationship dealing with Varrick, Bolin, Mako, and Asami, along with the Triads, who Mako enlists the help of because he wants to pull a sting operation. Without going through the law, he's gonna go under the law, and he ends up getting double crossed because hey, it's a Triad, they're a gang. They were paid off to keep Asami and Mako busy. We kind of find out that they wanted to raid. Well, not them. They got paid off by somebody who wanted to raid Asami's business corporation. Later on, Mako actually posts a couple of things together. He kind of finds out he thinks who did it. As he's about to go and tell Asami who he believes who set them up. The person who I believe he was about to say to Asami was sitting in the chair. It happened to be Varrick, and Varrick had a really smug look on his face. Apparently, he had a deal with Asami to keep the corporation open, and he wants to tell Asami, but he doesn't. Later on, the most important portion of this episode is in this. I can't say nothing but episode because that's what it is. This video, whatever you want to call it. We find Korra has washed up on an island, and the people who find her happen to be wearing traditional Water Kingdom clothing, and these people look like they belong to the head of the Fire Nation. They look like they're servants of the Fire Nation. They actually recognize Korra, and the thing Korra says is she doesn't even know her own name. Ends up fainting. And that's how everything ends. Korra, we now know that I think Varrick is somehow playing a part in all this shenanigans that's happening. If it is true, that means Varrick is truly evil here, and maybe Udalak may not be as evil as we thought he was. And maybe the judge actually told Korra a lie, that maybe Varrick was pulling a lot of strings here. And maybe Varrick, because that's one thing I don't understand, is Varrick a bender? Because he might be a bender. Because I've actually been quite curious about this, because he was a part of he was at the, in previous episodes, he was actually a part of the riots. So I'm quite curious about if he is a bender. Was he that firebender that Mako saw? Because I think that was him, actually. So first, the synopsis of everything, take away from this. Korra and Mako are no longer going out. Asami now has a way to keep her company afloat, I think. Varrick might not be who we think he is. Korra lost her memory and is now on, I would have believed to be Fire Nation territory, meaning she went really far out when she got taken out by that spirit. I don't know what the purpose is of having her wake up on Fire Nation territory. Well, we might get a chance to see Zuko's granddaughter, which is pretty cool because we do know she exists. We do know she exists. She's there. We just don't know what she looked like. That's gonna be pretty cool to see. And see if anything that we'll see maybe who her mother is. I want to know who Zuko got married to. It might have been that crazy knife throwing chick. Yeah. Well, we'll see next time. So this is Gamer9 signing out. This has been Legend of Korra episode reviews 5 and 6. I'm gonna keep you up to date. I'm gonna try my best to keep all the episodes coming. I'm gonna try to keep Pokemon Reborn on a steady pace. Mega Man ZX, Evan, I'm gonna try to see if I can start recording some more of that and try to upload those. because I want to keep my channel at least stocked full of videos, so I might be uploading videos ahead of time and just have them scheduled to upload whenever they are, which I think is less stressful on me. Thank goodness YouTube gave that to everybody. Feel bad for the partners though. I'm gonna also start throwing out more video ideas, so see you guys later. I'll be doing more societal things like the Instant Game Freak does, but it's for another time. Truly, bye, and punch that like button and comment, tell me what you thought about the video, and I'll see you guys later.